Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Dick Garage Fitness, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, U.S. Cellular, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Springer Floor Care, Hearts of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Ted Sandine Photography, U.S. Cellular, Made in the Shade, Blinds and More, the Edward Jones Office of Kent Patterson, and Fiscus Jewelers.
Good evening and welcome to the north side of Ankeny. We are coming to you live from Centennial High School for a double duel tonight. It's actually a triple header here. We just got completed with a duel between the Johnston Dragons and the Waukee Warriors. It was the Dragons coming out on top, 53-10. And the first match of the night, we're going to be jumping right into the festivities tonight. We're going to be starting at weight 113 and jumping into the Waukee Warriors against the Centennial Jaguars. Looks like we're going to be getting started here pretty quickly, so a little bit late start tonight. We thought we were going to be starting at 5 o'clock tonight, but this is Austin Oliver. Coming to you from North Ankeny here, and Andy Pollock's on the buttons tonight for us. We'll be producing. I think we're going to have Cody Vandermark coming in, number 6th ranked wrestler in 3A. It looks like he'll be coming up against Nick McAllister from the Waukee Warriors, but we'll see on the announcements here as we get a little bit closer to the start of the match here. I want to thank our sponsors, Freedom Tire. Also thank Joe Bennett Homes Real Estate. We love working with both the buyers and the sellers throughout the Des Moines area. We work relentlessly to ensure your expectations are exceeded and take great pride in working with you through every step of the buying or selling process. So wrestlers are starting to take the mat right now. Once again, I believe we're going to have Cody Vandermark up against Nick McAllister, but we'll wait for the official announcement here. Yeah, we'll have Cody up against Nick for this first match at 113 for the night. Action has started. We also have JV matches going on both sides of us. There's going to be a lot of background noise tonight until we get to the final match. They'll bring up Johnston and Ankeny Centennial into the middle mat here and have a little showcase here for the matchup between the number 8 Johnston Dragons and number 10 Jaguars to cap the night off. Cody Vandermark's nice on a single. He's gotten into a good position here to get the takedown right on the edge of the mat. Got 2. Working a crossface on the edge of the mat. McAllister briefly set out for the switch, but thought better of it, went back to base. Now moving back into the middle of the mat. .53 seconds left to go here in the first period. Looks like we do have a clock working on our broadcast tonight too. We'll try to keep you abreast on making sure that is accurate. It's a little touchy on the system, so we'll see if we can get that working well for us tonight. It's a new one of the new functions for our broadcast. Andy's coming up with something new each and every time we get on here, so it's good to see having that score or having that time up on the screen. Vandermark's working an arm bar in the back, trying to get that far wrist. McAllister gets out of it. 15 seconds left to go here in the first period. Working a cradle with the crossface. He's going to try to get some back points with 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. He's going to get a couple here at least. Nice knee in the side. He's going to get his full 3 back points. It'll be 5-0 at the end of the first period for Cody Vandermark. I think we'll probably see in Cody, if he gets back on top again, is going to go right back to that crossface of the cradle and try to get more back points. He was able to turn Nick McAllister over fairly easily with that. Cody deferred to the third period and chose down. I'm going to try to think of who chose down there. We'll see what's going on. Nick McAllister's on top for the second period. He slips a leg in for his ride. Got both hooks in on the bottom, stretching Vandermark out, trying to get a half Nelson at the same time. Vandermark gets his legs back, gets up to his base. McAllister working a half Nelson from the base. Up to a tripod. McAllister puts in another leg for another control factor. Trying to break Vandermark down to his belly. Vandermark's able to get the leg here and is trying to pull McAllister up over the top and get him a little bit high on here, but it looks like McAllister settled back in decent position. He's got both hooks in on the bottom now. .50 seconds left to go here in the second period. Still a 5-0 lead for Vandermark as he's a little bit of a scramble here. McAllister with a nice ride so far here in the second period has done a very nice job here. Vandermark's finally got a leg out. Going to maybe get a potentially dangerous here with that knee twist to the outside, but Vandermark's not taking it too far out, but he's able to slip a leg back in and get control again. McAllister, a nice little ride with only 20 seconds left to go here in the second period. Still a 5-0 lead for Vandermark. 10 seconds left to go here. And that's the end of the second period. A nice ride by McAllister, even though there wasn't really any danger for Cody to get put over onto his back, but he did a nice job of riding him throughout the whole second period. McAllister on a weak single there. Vandermark's got a nice sprawl. Vandermark did choose neutral for the third period. Front headlock from Vandermark, pulling him around. Looking for an opportunity to get spin back around. McAllister's doing a good job with hand control. That front headlock, he's moving into a side cradle, but McAllister bases out on that. Vandermark's able to almost get around and get his 2 points, but nothing yet. Got a minute 15 left to go here in the third period. 5-0 lead for Cody Vandermark. Single into almost a fireman's carry, but he gave up on it. McAllister in a little bit better position than he's been in. He's working the front headlock now. Stalemates. Referee puts both of them back up to a neutral position. Still 5-0 with 55 seconds left to go. here to third period. Hand fighting on the edge of the match here. Probably going to get pushed back into the middle here in a second. Back to the middle. 32 seconds left to go here in the third period. 5-0 lead for Vandermark. Quick single with a caution. Jumped the gun a little bit for McAllister. Nice little sweep single. Good job covering it up. Little scramble right here. Vandermark's going to come out on top. Gets a takedown. Is going to get 2 back points. He's got 4 more points for Vandermark, up to 7 points. I think he should get an extra 2 here. I thought he put up 2 seconds, but maybe not. He maybe just gave the 2 for the takedown. That's the end of the match. 7-0 win for Vandermark. That's 3 points for Centennial. 3-0 lead over the Waukee Dragons, or Waukee Warriors. Next weight is going to be 120. Looks like we're going to have Peyton Bright up against Madi Fidel. Bright is a senior coming into the match tonight.
Now wrestling center mat, weight class 120. For the Warriors, Madi Fidel. And for the Jaguars, Peyton Bright.
We do have Bright against Fidel. Good aggressive control by Bright so far in the match. 15 seconds in. Long single shot by Fidel. Bright's trying to get a good position. Got arm control on one side. He's going to give up 2. Oh, that's a dicey 2 there, but 2-0 for Fidel. Bright's got a reversal, so 2-2. Tied up with a minute 15 left to go here in the first period. Nice arm control from Bright. We're going to get some back points here very shortly. Referee's counting. We're going to see a pin here, I think, from Bright. He's got great position on this. Minute left to go here in the first period. There we go, pin. A minute 3 into the first period for Bright. It'll be a 9-0 lead for Centennial over the Warriors. Bright gave up that early single and or gave up that early takedown and came back with a vengeance and got a quick pin. A minute 3 for the pin for Bright. 9-0 lead for Centennial. That'll take us up to 126. We got Ryan Muller. And he'll be taking on, looks like, Corey Jones. But we'll wait for the official. Josh Sanchez. Be Josh Sanchez for the Warriors against Ryan Muller for the Jaguars. Quick takedown for Muller. He looks to be fired up tonight. Andrew Roland wrestling for the Jaguars. Correction on Ryan Muller, but Andrew's ready to go.
Now wrestling on mat 3, weight class 138. For Centennial, Cameron Taylor. And for Johnston, Will Peterson. Up now on mat 3, weight class 138, Cameron Taylor. And for Johnston, Will Peterson.
Minute left to go. There's over a minute left to go here. 2-1. Sanchez with the escape. Andrew with a nice single, right down, 2 points, 4-1 score with 50 seconds left to go here in the first period. Working a crossface to a cradle here. 35 seconds left to go. Needs to get this locked up, get some back points. Working hard on it, getting out to the side. Looks like he's got it locked up, just needs to sit back now. There we go. 25 seconds left to go. It's going to be in a good position. Broke the, oh, nice pin.
On deck on mat 3, in class 145 for Centennial, Jackson Bailey. For Johnston, Elijah Armstrong. On deck, mat 3, Jackson Bailey for Centennial.
Nice pin for Andrew at 1:40 in the first period. Puts the team score up 15-0 for the Jaguars. Be up to 132. I think we got some different wrestlers out here, so I'll wait for the announcement to figure out who we got out here. Nice takedown from the Centennial wrestler right away, right off the whistle.
On center mat weight class 126 for the Jaguars, Andrew Roland.
Now it's Andrew Roland with the pin at 126. I think we have Kale Weiner out there right now at 132.
On mat 2, for the Warriors, weight class 132, Carson Krieger. For the Jaguars, Kale Weiner.
Got Carson Krieger from the Warriors. Got Kale Weiner for the Jaguars. He's up to a 5-0 lead with 1 minute left to go here in the first period. Nice back points for Weiner. Weiner working a nice little arm bar, called potentially dangerous. I don't know really why, but a little shoulder action maybe. Let's go. Carson Krieger from Waukee and Kale Weiner from the Jaguars. .40 seconds left to go. 5-0 lead for Weiner. Got the arm trapped through the legs here. It's probably going to be working a tilt here to the side with 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. Krieger's doing a nice job of posting up and kind of thwarting the opportunities for that tilt. Weiner's just powers that one over with a half to the side. Gonna get 2 more back points. It'll be a 7-0 lead with 5 seconds left to go here in the first period. That's the end of the first period. 7-0 lead for Weiner. Neutral chosen for the second period. Nice drag by Weiner. Takes him right down to the mat. 2 points for Weiner. 9-0 lead for the Jaguar. Trap that near side ankle. Going to be probably moving right up to a half Nelson here. Working that bow and arrow here. Side cradle here. Still working the side cradle, trying to put him over. He's going to get some back points. Krieger's in trouble right now. That's a pin. .34 seconds into the second period.
By pin for the Jaguars, Kale Weiner.
Kale Weiner with a pin, 2:34. 21-0 team score for the Jaguars. Coming up on 138. Looks like we have Isaac Brule coming up to the mat. Looks like we may have Caden Witzenberg coming up for the Warriors.
138 for the Warriors, Caden Witzenberg. And for the
So 138, we do have Isaac Brule against Caden Witzenberg. Once again, a 21-0 lead with 3 pins coming out of the last 3 matches for the Jaguars. Got the Brule brothers wrestling back-to-back here, 138 and 145, with Lucas coming up, undefeated wrestler here on the season. His brother Isaac wrestling right now. Brule's a pretty good position here if he can get his arm out and get control here. He's going to use that arm for some pinning combination. 2-0 for Brule. Minute 15 left to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Isaac Brule. Working an arm bar onto the back. Trapped wrist. Can work a tilt or he can run this one. Either way, we'll see which one he chooses. Looks like he's going to get out to the side and run this one. Minute left to go. Is in good position here. Want to keep that arm straight to the back. Great positioning here. Just needs to settle back. Got 3 incoming back points. It'll be a 5-0 lead with 45 seconds left to go. Bruce will look to settle back in a good position for a pin. Minute 18 into the first period. Isaac Brule with a pin. Puts us up to 27-0 for the Jaguars. Great job with the arm bar, taking right to the back. You get some back points there for Isaac. Great looking match. Great little wrestler looking there. Jumping up to 145, we got Lucas Brule. Brule will be up against Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson is going to be one of the standout wrestlers for the Warriors. They'll have back-to-back pretty decent wrestlers at 145 and 152 with Andrew Pelton coming up next. Nice little single leg combination for Brule. He's going to get 2 for a takedown here. Makes it look very easy. Minute 25 left to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Lucas. Working over into a cradle. He's got to get back in a good position. He's going to go ahead and let that go and move back into better position. No back points given up on that one. Nice trying to tilt. We'll sit out with try for a switch from Anderson, but Brule shut the door and got control back again. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Lucas Brule. Brule's got an arm up on the back here. He's going to look to see what he can do with that with 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. Hoping to get some back points here. Being very careful with that arm as it goes across the back there, making sure it doesn't get into potential dangerous territory. 10 seconds left to go, and it looks like he's going to run out of time to get some back points out of this position. A little bit of a scramble here at the end of the match. 3 seconds left to go. Still control for Brule. No change. Still a 2-0 lead for Brule. Into the first period. A little scramble there at the end. He's got the crowd all fired up. Called correctly because no change of position, no change of control there at the end of the match, end of the period. Brule escapes for a 1 point, 3-0 lead. 1:45 left to go here in the second period. Got a referee calling to stop the things here real quick. We're going to be a poke to the eye. Anderson seems fine. We're back at it. Minute 30 left to go. Nice little drag by single for Brule. Gets it deep. Gets that leg covered up. Start working up to the back or up to the head here. Maybe working that inside cradle again. Brule gets 2 here. Should be getting 2. 2 here, yep. 5-0 lead for Brule with a minute 5 left to go here in the second period. Anderson trying to get that arm back, and Brule's trying to keep that arm trapped here, trying to get into off the edge of the mat. We'll go back to the middle. 5-0 lead for Lucas Brule. Brule goes ahead and calls for a neutral, so that'll be 1 point for Anderson. It's a 5-1 lead still for Brule. Nice little drop down single from Anderson. Brule's on the defense right away, getting stretched out. Anderson gets stretched out. 2 for Brule, 7-1 lead. 23 seconds left to go here in the second period. Brule's working hard to get that arm up onto the back again. Start working that pinning combination again from there. Probably getting around out of time with only 11 seconds left to go here in the second period. He'll probably be safe to stay in this position for the last 2-3 seconds here and get to period number 3. 7-1 lead for Lucas Brule. Anderson with the choice. He's going to go ahead and go down for the start of the third period. Brule's trying a little near side tilt here. I think he's might gonna get some points. Nope. Anderson wiggles his way out of that one. Brule's gonna cut him loose here. It'll be 1 point for Anderson. Brule right away in on a single leg. Little scramble on the edge of the mat. So I'll go back to the middle with a minute 22 left to go here in the third period. It's a 7-2 lead for Lucas Brule. .50 seconds left to go here in the third period. A little bit of hand fighting in the middle, not much going on here. Anderson drops down to a singles, got in pretty deep. Brule's getting his hips up onto Anderson's shoulders here in a decent position for himself as well. It'll be a scramble here to see who get the last takedown with 35 seconds left to go here in the third period. There'll be a stalemate. They'll go back up to their feet. Nice little takedown from Anderson there. Nice little takedown attempt from Anderson there, but was well defended by Brule. Long distance single try from Brule, followed by another single try. Might have had a clash of heads there here in that last little takedown try. I might have a bloody nose here with 18 seconds left to go here in the third period. Looks like Brule may have maybe a pre-existing injury there on his face here. He's going to be putting on for the last 19 seconds of the match, he may be putting on looks like headgear with a mask on it they had ready to go just in case.
On deck on mat 1, the class 152 for Centennial, Charlie Sloan. For Johnston,
Finished up the last 17, 18 seconds left to go here in the third period. 7-2 lead for Brule. 5 seconds left to go. Nice little trip, almost right to the back. Anderson does a good job of getting through, but nobody has any control at all, so that'll be the end of the match. 7-2 win for Lucas Brule. That'll bring our team score up to 30-0. That'll take us up to 152. Looks like we're gonna have Jackson Anderson up against Andrew Pelton. This is one of Waukee's better wrestlers here at 152, Andrew Pelton, with a nice little takedown right at the end of the match. Tyler Wynn, is that what they said there? I think Tyler Wynn's in for the Jaguars. I'm not sure if I got the last name right, but
Now wrestling on mat 1, weight class 152, for Centennial, Charlie Sloan. And for Johnston, Carter Wilson. On mat 1, weight class 152, for Centennial, Charlie Sloan. For Johnston, Carter Wilson.
with a minute left to go, it's a 2-1 lead for Pelton from the Warriors.
On deck, on mat 1, weight class 152, Cameron Enos for Centennial and Nathan King for Johnston. On deck, mat 1, Cameron Enos for Centennial and Nathan King for Johnston.
Could be Tyler Willers out there, I'm thinking is who we may have out there right now. Not positive here, but there's a Tyler Brennan and there's a Tyler Willers, and I think it was Willers that they said here. So Tyler Willers out there for the Jaguars up against Andrew Pelton, 2-1 lead with 35 seconds left to go. The Warriors with the lead for the first time tonight. Drop it down to a nice little ankle pick, but he lets it go. Off the edge of the mat with 25 seconds left to go. 2-1 lead for Pelton.
Now wrestling on mat 3, weight class 195, for Centennial, Dirk Winkle. For Johnston, Troy Crum. On mat 3, for Centennial, Dirk Winkle. For Johnston, Troy Crum.
That's the end of the first period.
On deck,
2-1 lead for Pelton.
weight class 1.
After a quick takedown at the beginning of the period, Willers did a good job. Tyler did a good job of staying up in neutral position for just giving up that single takedown.
For Johnston, Josh Cole.
Tyler chooses down for the second period.
Now wrestling on mat 3.
Nice pullover attempt on a tilt there from Pelton, but wasn't able to get him stopped at all for some back points. Sure, he's going to be trying that again. He's working a 2-on-1 with the wrists.
Mat 3, weight class 152, for Centennial, Jackson Wolf. And for Johnston, Ben Stevenson. On deck, on mat 3, for Centennial, Jackson Wolf. For Johnston, Ben Stevenson.
Willers with an escape. It's 2-2. Minute 25 left to go here in the second period. Nice drag by for Pelton for another 2 points. 4-2 lead with a minute left to go here in the second period for Pelton. Trying that rollover tilt, but Willers does a great job of posting up and just does not budge at all. Oh, he's got in danger of pinning himself there. Going to get himself in a good position to get some back points here. Two back points for Pelton, gets it up to a 6-3 lead for Pelton with 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Another escape from Muller's. Oh, Willers gets thrown here. Nice little throw as came in. Does a great job of rolling right out of that. Does give up 2 points. Pelton with an 8-3 lead with 10 seconds left to go here in the second period. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight. Joe Bennett Homes Real Estate. We love working with both buyers and sellers throughout the Des Moines area. We work relentlessly to ensure your expectations are exceeded and take great pride in working with you through every step of the buying or selling process. Pelton with escape gets it up to a 9-3 lead for the Waukee Warrior. Want to also thank Freedom Tire for being one of our main sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Takedown for Pelton, gets the score up to 11-3 with 1:15 left to go here in the third period. Back up, another escape for Willers. 4-11 is the score. Just under a minute left to go here in the third period. 11-4 lead for Pelton from the Warriors. Another takedown for Pelton. Puts the score up to 13-4 with just 25 seconds left to go here in the third period. Ten seconds left to go. 11-4 lead. 13-4 lead, excuse me. That'll get the Warriors up on the board in the team scores. That'll give them 4 points to a 30-4 lead for the Jaguars.
For Centennial, Jacob Hand, and for Johnston, Mason Harding. On deck on mat 3, Jake Battershell for Centennial, and for Johnston, Stanton Tismo. One more time, on deck on mat 3 for Centennial, Jake Battershell, and for Johnston, Stanton Tismo.
That'll get us up to 160. Looks like we'll have Ari Eltz Jr. from the Jaguars up against Gavin Steger, but we'll make sure we get the confirmation of that as the match starts here.
Picking up the win on center mat weight class 152 from the Warriors, Andrew Pelton.
That is Eltz out there. He did have a nice little single attempt. And here we got a little bit of scramble. Probably going to be a. He's sitting down on the. Sitting down. We might get a pin here from up on top. Really close here. Eltz is getting some control here. Maybe get some back points.
For the Jaguars, Ari Iltz.
Both wrestlers in decent position here. Eltz just needs to get his head out of there and get turned into here. That'll be a stalemate. Had positives for both wrestlers in that situation with 1:15 left to go here in the first period. Did get confirmation. We do have Ari Eltz up against Gavin Steger.
For Centennial, Cameron Enos, and for Johnston, Nathan King. One more time, mat 1. For Centennial, Cameron Enos, and for Johnston, Nathan King. On deck on mat 1, weight class 160. For Centennial.
Nice little drag by for Eltz. Went into a double here, and we got back in the same very familiar scramble that we were just in a few minutes ago with 45 seconds left to go here in the first period. Nobody with any control. Probably going to have a stalemate here shortly again. 30 seconds left to go. Both wrestlers still in decent position here as they're fighting. Maybe call a stalemate here pretty quickly. "15 seconds left to go, still no score here. We're very close to having Steger get a takedown here, but Eltz is fighting through, and he's going to be able to pull out a double, or pull out the takedown here. That's 2, referee, that's 2. Oh, no points given. 0-0 score going into the second period. Eltz versus Steger. Steger defers to the third period. Eltz takes bottom. Yeah, Steger's feeling very comfortable with the hips down at the mat here with 1:30 left to go here in the second period. Eltz is looking for an opportunity to make a pay for being so kind of loose with his coverage here. Almost looks like we got an MMA move here going right now, a little armbar action, but Eltz gets the reversal. 2-0 lead for Ari going in the last 75 seconds left to go here in the second period. Interesting that Eltz has got a leg in here and arm bar up on the back and was trying to half Nelson on the far side. I don't know what he was going to do with it, but got called potentially dangerous. So with just under a minute left to go here in the second period, it's a 2-0 lead for Eltz. Eltz getting high, reversal, shook him right off the top there. 50 seconds left to go, it's a 2-2 tie. Eltz will look to get out and either get a reversal or a escape here to end the second period with the lead going into the third period. Eltz trying to do something very similar here. He's got to get that leg freed up, and he's got a slight headlock here, turns inside, gets a reversal. 30 seconds left to go. He needs to get behind those shoulders there and get him flattened out. There he goes. Nice job from Murray. 20 seconds left to go. 4-2 lead for him. Does a nice little tilt here. I see what he's doing now with those legs and that arm on the back. That's a nice little sweet little tilt. Nice tight positioning there. Kid can't do anything with that arm on the back. He's in a bad position right here. With 5 seconds left to go, it's going to get 3 points for near back. Be a 7-2 lead going into the third period. Nice little maneuver there with the legs in, the arm bar up on the back, and then a half Nelson from the far side with this a nice little nifty tilt to get the 3 points right before the end of the second period. I don't think I've seen that move before. Oh, nice try on a long single. Ari defends it really well, takes Steger right to his back with a pin. 20 seconds left into the third period. That was quick, holy cow. So at the 4:20 mark of the match, it's a pin for Ari Eltz. That'll put our team score up to 36-4 for the Jaguars. At 170, we'll have Logan Song for the Jaguars. It looks like he'll be up against either Blake Hawk or Grant Gamble. We'll look to see who's out of the match for them.
Now wrestling weight class 170 on center mat. For the Warriors, Gage Lofthouse. And for the Jaguars, Logan Saul.
Got Gage Lofthouse for the Warriors, and it is Logan Song at 170 for the Jaguars.
Now wrestling on mat 1. For Centennial, Jake Howitzer. For Johnston, Connor Cole.
Nice little duck under single for Logan, just on the edge of the mat. So want to hit that again here in the middle of the mat and get some points off of that one. Always strong hand fighting from Song. It'll be a referee will bring him in and just give him a warning here to just be careful of the forehead to forehead, and they smacking each other around here with minute 25 left to go here in the first period.
Now wrestling on mat 3 for Centennial,
Got a stalling warning on red on Lofthouse for stalling at the edge of the mat there. Just under a minute left to go here in the first period. Still a 0-0 score between Song and Lofthouse. Now that right leg's just sitting there waiting to be shot on here for Lofthouse, but Song hasn't attacked yet. Is able to do a spin around on a weak takedown attempt from Lofthouse and get 2 points. Song, 2-0 lead. 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. Got an unnecessary roughness call from Song. Gives a point to the Waukee Warriors, so it'll be a 2-1. Looks like there may have been maybe an accidental strike to the back of the head, maybe with his forehead. I don't know what really happened there, but something happened. Referee was quick to call it, and Waukee Warriors coming up a little bit gingerly here. Maybe it was called a headbutt to the back of the head, but I don't think it probably would be very purposeful. Yeah, it was an unnecessary roughness on green, and it'll be 1 point for red. So 2-1 lead for Song still, with that penalty point being given to the Warriors. Ten seconds left to go here in the first period. Song working a crossface into the end of the first period, 2-1. It'll be Warriors choice here. Looks like we got a little bit of blood for red. So we'll do an injury timeout here to get that taken care of, get it cleaned up off the mat. That gives us a moment to thank our sponsors, Freedom Tire and Joe Bennett Home Real Estate. Love working with both buyers and sellers throughout the Des Moines area. We work relentlessly to ensure your expectations are exceeded and take great pride in working with you through every step of the buying and selling process. Bennett Home Real Estate.
Now wrestling on mat 3, weight class 170, for Centennial, Danny Gable, and for Johnston, Belly. On mat 3, for Centennial.
So I've got everything cleaned up and very ready to get back in action at the start of the second period. Lofthouse chose down. It's a 2-1 lead for Song going into that second period. I think Song's really going to be looking to get some back points here in the second period with some hand control from the bottom, from the top. Song's definitely loading up on that shoulder, trying to get that arm up on the back to use it to his advantage. He's way out front. Lofthouse does a good job of capturing that arm back and getting back into control. Song switching over to a crossface.
On mat 1, weight class 160, for Centennial, Land. For Johnston,
So he's going to try a near side cradle.
on mat 1, weight class 160, for Centennial, Land.
Looks like he's got that locked up. Scooped up that leg to get it locked up, and now he's going to look for a way to get that turned over to get some back points. He's got to get that leg out of there in control of that leg. Gage breaks the hold there. No points given. 45 seconds left to go here in the second period. Still a 2-1 lead for Song. There's already been a warning on red for stalling in the first period. I wouldn't be surprised if we might get another call here before the end of the second period. Not much going on for the bottom guys, just really basing out the whole period. 12 seconds left to go. Song's gonna try to get some back points here at the very end of the period. He's gonna get at least two here. The pin, holy cow. With 5 seconds left to go here in the second period, a pin for Logan Song. 3 minutes, 55 seconds for the Jaguars. That'll bring our team score up to 42-4. Our match at 182, we got Zach English for the Jaguars up against Beckett Baker for the Warriors. Quick takedown by English. English is the number 6 ranked wrestler in the state right now. Came off of a good showing this weekend at the Tom Lepic Invite, which the Centennial Jaguars won this weekend. 2-0 lead for English so far in this match. Minute 30 left to go here in the first period. Minute 10 left to go here in the first period. Still a 2-0 lead for English. Trying to work over Baker to get in a pinning combination here. He's got both legs in on the bottom here. Stretched out Baker. Trying to work the half Nelson. Baker back up to base. .35 seconds left to go. Puts it a far side half here. Looks like it's going to work out for him here. A little half Nelson tilt here. Got both legs in. He's still pulling that one over. Looks like he's stretching back. He's going to get some back points here. He's getting a good position for a pin here to end this match early. 23 seconds left to go here in the first period. There's a pin for English. A minute 40 into the first period. Zach English with a pin at minute 40. That'll put our team score up to 48-4. Going into our final 3 matches, we're at 220. We'll fall by 285, and then we'll end up at 106 with Kale Vandermark, a 1-loss Jaguar. Gonna be the finale here. We got a forfeit at 220. 195 there, sorry. Brooke Keller gets a forfeit. Puts our team score up to 54-3, or 54-4. Going in at 220, Mitchell Greider looks like, up against Andrew Hine, possibly.
And now wrestling in class 220 on center mat. For the Warriors, Andrew Hine. And for the Jaguars, Mitchell Greider.
It'll be Greider versus Hine here at 220. Nice little try on a single. Back up to neutral position. Hein working double underhooks there up on the top there, trying to get him jacked up, but Greider's able to get escape out of that. Nice single from Greider, pulls it up. Need to get that arm out for the first two of the match with a minute left to go. 2-0 lead for Greider. Working far angle, trying to get Hein broke down a little bit. Just under 30 seconds left to go here in the first period. Hein sits out, and Greider tries to suck him back, trying to get a some quick counts there, but Hein's able to right himself back up to referee's position. 15 seconds left to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Greider from Jaguars. That'll bring us to the end of the first period. 2-0 lead for Greider over Hines. Or over Hein, sorry. Greider, nice job getting him up to his feet. Hein taking him back down to the mat. Greider look to get right back up to his feet again off the edge of the mat. They'll head back into the middle.
For Centennial, Brennan and for Johnston, Rose. Now wrestling with class 92 on mat 1. For Centennial, Brennan for Johnston, Rose. On deck on mat 1, weight class 132. For Centennial, Muller. And for Johnston,
Minute 30 left to go here in the second period. Still 2-0 lead for Greider. Greider, nice job to get back up to his feet for an escape. It's 3-0 lead for him with just over a minute left to go here in the second period. He'll look to work that takedown combination he did in the first period as well. Hein's definitely working to get those double underhooks up on the feet there, looking for a throw here with 54 seconds left to go in the second period. 3-0 lead for Greider. Oh, nice little single there for Greider. Gets him right to the mats. 2 points for Greider. Beautiful little duck under single for him. 5-0 lead for Greider. 2 takedowns and escape. .15 seconds left to go here in the second period. 5-0 lead for Greider. Heinz sits out again, and Greider tries to catch him on a suck back there, but Heinz able to get back over to base. That'll bring us to the end of the second period. 5-0 lead for Greider going into the third. Be Waukee's choice. Waukee chooses neutral.
Now wrestling on mat 1 with class 132. For Centennial, Muller. And for Johnston, Weiner. Time on mat 1 for Centennial, Muller. And for Johnston, Weiner.
Nice little fireman's carry from Greider. Nice job working that. 7-0 lead for Greider. Minute 40 left to go. Minute 30 left to go.
On deck on mat 1 for Centennial,
off the edge of the mats. Minute 31 left to go here in the third period. I'll take it back to the middle.
Now wrestling on mat 3, the class heavyweight, for Centennial, for Johnston,
Caution for Green, just got a little impatient on getting the touch for the release. So that brings our score up 7-1. Minute 25 left to go here in the third period. Another single for Grider. Hits that easily, gets another 2 points. Not yet here, but that should be 2 points. He's got to get that head out of there, get that arm out, get his 2 points. Minute left to go here. Got to get that arm out, get that arm out. There we go, 2 points for Grider. Puts it up to 9-1 with 55 seconds left to go here in the third. Hine once again tries that sit out, and Grider tries to suck it back and still is not able to get him pulled back for any back points. Got blood timeout here. Looks like Waukee wrestler is bleeding a little bit. He's unsure where it's coming from, so it may be coming from somebody's bleeding and they don't know who. Looks like maybe his chin. It looks like his chin's maybe bleeding.
Now wrestling on mat 1, class 195.
Referee's like, I don't know where it came from, but it looks like it's coming from Hines' chin there. So they're getting that fixed up here, getting the mat cleaned up. Once again, use the break in the action to thank our sponsors, Freedom Tire and Joe Bennett Homes. With Joe Bennett Home Real Estate, we love working with both buyers and sellers throughout the Des Moines area. We work relentlessly to ensure your expectations are exceeded and take great pride in working with you through every step of the buying or selling process. So both wrestlers are cleaned up, and we're going again with just 35 seconds left to go here in the third period. Hine did a good job to get back up to his feet, but Grider politely takes him back down to the mat. Working the armbar on the far side. Grider want to make sure he doesn't give any more points to keep the major decision here going with the last 13 seconds left to go here in the third period. 10 seconds left to go. That'll be a 9-1 win for Grider. Another 4 points for the Jaguars. It'll put us up to 58-4, going into 285. At 285, looks like we'll have Max Dickinson for the Jaguars up against Harrison Velde.
And wrestling now on center mat, class heavyweight, for the Warriors, Harrison Velde, and for the Jaguars, Max Dickinson.
Dickinson with a quick takedown at 285. 2-0, just 10 seconds into the first period. Working a near side half Nelson. It's deep here. Dickinson in a great position to get a pin here with just 20 seconds into the third period, or first period. Dickinson does need to settle this down. There's a pin. 29 seconds into the first period for Dickinson for the Jaguars. That'll put us up to a 64-4 team score going into the last match of the night at 113 or 106 with Cale Vandermark, one lost wrestler for the Jaguars, a freshman. And that'll be a forfeit at 106. So that'll be the end of the meet there. Final score will be 70-4. Big win for the Jaguars over the Waukee Warriors. we'll be setting up for the last match of the night. It was going to be a good one between the 8th-ranked Johnston Dragons and the 10th-ranked Centennial Jaguars. We'll have a word from our sponsors here as we get set up for the last match of the night.
What does it mean for Lincoln Savings Bank to be more than a bank? You know how a library used to be a place you went to find a book using the Dewey Decimal System, which you never really understood? Well, the modern library is a place where providing access to books is one of many offerings. Lincoln Savings Bank is more than just a place you get your mortgage from and have your checking account. It is also a place you get insurance. It's a place you can get financial planning advice. It's a place you can do college planning. Have I made my point? Lincoln Savings Bank, more than a bank.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Dick Fitness, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, U.S. Cellular, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Waukee Realtors, the 515 Agency, Summit Family Dental, All-Star Concrete, the Prairie Trail Sports Complex, Joe Bennett Homes, Ankeny Orthodontics, Rainbow of the Heartland, and West 40 Market.
Well, we welcome you back to wrestling on the north side of Ankeny here. We've got the Johnston Dragons, the number 8 ranked team in the state 3A, up against the number 10 ranked Centennial Jaguars. And for the people who have been looking in so far in the evening tonight, we've got a different little environment going on for the final matchups. We've got the focus on to the middle of the match for the featured match of the night between the Dragons and the Jaguars. We'll be starting at weight 120 for this final bout. Just want to recap the two matches from earlier tonight. We had the Johnston Dragons winning their first duel against the Waukee Warriors 53-0. And a strong performance from the Centennial Jaguars for a 70-4 win over the Waukee Warriors in the match number 2. That'll bring us to the, like I said, the featured match of the night here at Johnston. We start out at 120. It'll be Peyton Bright for the Jaguars. I think we'll have Caden Leonard for the Dragons. It'll be Marcos Pinter, a freshman for the Dragons. Both the wrestlers getting their selected leg bands here for the match. The Jaguars will be in white, or the Dragons will be in white, and the Jaguars will be in black. Start of the match, 120. Once again, Peyton Bright for the Jaguars up against Marcos Pinter. Ooh, nice little near side trip. That'll be 2 points for, it's a back points here for Peyton Bright. Nice takedown here on the edge of the mat. Great mat awareness for Peyton Bright. He's going to be going for a pin on the edge of the match here. Off the edge of the mat. So it'll be 3 points near fall for Bright, as well as a 2-point takedown, 5-0 lead with a minute 15 left to go here in the first period. Environment's definitely changing here. It's quieted down immensely with this new lighting. Everyone in the crowd's definitely quieted down a ton. Bright working a near side arm bar with a wrist here. He's going to try to get out to the side and run that, or he's going to try a tilt from this near side, starting to get some back points. Minute left to go here in this first period. Switches that over into, got that arm trapped. Pinter's in trouble here. Bright's in a great position with 49 seconds left to go here in the first period. That's a pin for Bright. 42 seconds left to go here in the first period. Pin at 1:17 of the first period. Early 6-0 lead for the Jaguars at 1:20. Big pin for Bright at a minute 17 of the first period. Next up we got 1:26. We've got Ryan Muller. Got Joshua Angelo versus Ryan Muller at 1:26. Muller with a nice single. Get him stretched out, pulling it up to his feet, looking for the trip to get that first 2 points of the match. Pulling it back into the middle of the mat. Sweeps him down, still no points. Off the edge of the mat. Very close to 2 points for Muller there on the edge of the mat, but a great fight from Angelo to keep himself up to the neutral position, 0-0 with a minute 24 left to go in the first period. Long distance single try for Muller. Not very successful. Tries to just rush in on a weird little double there, but met with some defense, and they're back in a neutral position, working for hand positioning, head positioning as well. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. Still 0-0 between Muller and Angelo. Nice little drag single in there. Angelo having nothing of it. Back up to neutral position. 23 seconds left to go here in the first period. 0-0 score between Muller and Angelo. Long distance, nice little single from Angelo. Gets 2 points with 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. Muller will look to get an escape here in the last 10 seconds. That's the end of the first period. 2-0 lead for Angelo over Muller. Angelo takes down for the beginning of the second period. Muller with a good ride so far. 15 seconds into the second period. He's got tight waist here. Try to work for a crossface there, but let that go. Angelo's on the bottom, trying to get hand control so he can come up to a better base. He does so. He's up to his feet. Muller moves over into a double. Angelo steps over. Little scramble here for points here. No points awarded yet. Muller loses it. 2 for reversal. It's a 4-0 lead for Angelo with a minute 10 left to go here in the second period. Angelo working an arm bar. Minute left to go here. Starts to run it. He's got a trapped wrist on the other side. Muller's doing a pretty good job of basing out here, not letting him go over and get over to his roller's shoulders over. Angelo back out to run it again. Muller's going to be in trouble here if he gets pulled over. 40 seconds left to go here in the second period. Done a pretty good job of getting into better position here. They're working on the edge of the mat here with 33 seconds left to go here in the first period. 4-0 lead for Angelo over Muller. Coach Jay Grove shouting out instructions there right in front of his wrestler there, trying to get him back up to his feet to get that one before the end of the match. 10 seconds left to go here in the second period. 4-0 lead for Angelo. That'll be the end of the second period. Almost gets an escape here at the end of the second period. It'll be a Jaguar's choice. He's going to choose neutral. 4-0 lead for Angelo going into the third period. Muller makes sure he wants to be offensive in this period. Last shot that was taken was a nice long single leg that was taken by Angelo. It got a takedown. Nice little takedown for Angelo. He's got him sucked back into back points here. 1:40 left to go here in the third period here. Muller's in a bad position right here, trying to get back to his stomach. 3 back points out there for Angelo for sure. Minute 25. Muller does a great job of getting out of there. 3 points for Angelo. 9-0 lead for the Dragon. A minute 15 left to go here in the third period. Muller just fought for his life off his back, expended a lot of energy. He's going to be looking to just survive in the situation here. A minute left to go here in the third period. 9-0 lead for Angelo for the Dragons. Off the edge of the mat, they'll take it back to the middle. With 50 seconds left to go. The Johnston Dragons will be milking this major decision, trying to get 4 points to get back into the match here. An escape for Muller. 9-1 lead, still an 8-0 lead. It'll still be a major decision at this point. Muller needs to get some points here to lose that, gain that extra team point. Ooh. Nice double leg takedown from Angelo. Muller just crumbles underneath the pressure. 11-1 lead for Angelo. There you go. 5 seconds left to go here in the third period. 11-1 win for Angelo from Johnston Dragons. That'll put our team score up to 6-4 with Centennial still in the lead going into the 132 match. Next match, I'll have Weiner up against Cornwell.
Now wrestling weight class 132 for the Dragons, Cornwell. And for the Jaguars, Weiner.
Cornwell in on a nice single. Got in pretty deep, but Weiner has done a pretty good job of working on the crossface to get out of it. Moves over to his own single. Both wrestlers are scrambling pretty good. Cornwell with a takedown to start the match. Minute 42 left to go here in the first period. 2-0 for Cornwell. Weiner looking to move into better position. Cornwell's way high on the situation here. They go off the edge of the mat. It'll still be Weiner down in referee's position. Minute 20 left to go. 2-0 lead for Cornwell. Quick sit out for Weiner. Looking for hand control. Back to neutral position, referee's position. Weiner up to his feet. 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. Off the edge of the mat. Cornwell, a very long wrestler here, is using his length to kind of thwart any positioning things that Weiner's trying to get himself into. Weiner with a strong stand-up. Gets a reversal right at the 30-second mark of the first period. 2-2 tied up. 25 seconds left to go. Weiner's got an arm trap. There we go. Working a crossface here. 15 seconds left to go. Getting his legs free. Pulls that up. He's going to be looking to get some back points here before the end of the period. 9 seconds left to go. He's going to pull it one more time. Going to get some back points. Cornwell's in trouble here. 2 seconds left to go. That's the end of the end of the first period. 3 back points for Weiner. It'll be a 5-2 lead for him. Match is definitely turned around for Weiner at the end of the match. Start of the second period. 5-2 lead for Weiner. Weiner sits out immediately. Cornwell does a good job of covering that up and getting back into referee's position. Weiner with a nice little roll through and a sit out again. Another 2 points. 7-2 lead for Weiner. Takes him right, gets some back points. He's got 2 back points with just a simple crossface. He's going to work that crossface again. 9-2 lead for Weiner. Weiner working that arm up on the back. I want to make sure he keeps that into 90-degree position. A little tilt from that position with a half Nelson on the far side. Getting him 3 back points. That's a pin for Weiner. At 54 seconds into the second period, pin at 2:54 for the Jaguars. That'll put the Jaguars up on top, 12-4, going into our 4th match of the night. Coming in at 138, we'll have Isaac Brule. Looks like he'll be taking on Mile Bogdanovich.
Wrestling weight class 138 for the Dragons, Thompson, and for the Jaguars, Isaac Brule.
We'll have Kinnick Thompson for the Dragons. And we'll have Isaac Brule for the Jaguars. Brule with a quick takedown. 8 seconds into the match, he lets him up. Another 2 takedown at the end of the match. 4-1 early lead, just 25 seconds left to go. Brule pulling him back into the mat. Gonna look to work a crossface into a cradle. Got the cradle locked up at the edge of the mat. He's gonna take his time here. He's got 1:25 left to go here in the first period. He's gonna settle this one back and then get a leg into the side. Thompson's doing a good job of staying off his back with this cradle being in pretty tight here. Brule working it around. Got feet in. Is going to be getting back points here. Is going to be close to a pin on the edge of the mat. I don't know what changed about the position on the edge of the mat there. No back points either. How do you start giving back points on the edge of the mats and then not have them, nothing changed about the positioning at all? Jaguar coach definitely frustrated with the call on the edge of the mat. Still a 4-1 lead for Brule. Indicates he's going to be letting him up for neutral position. That'll be an escape for Thompson. 4-2 lead for Brule. A minute left to go here in the first period. Quick another takedown for Brule. 2 points, 6-2 lead. Isaac working a tilt with the elbow on the side here. Leg throw through the side. Going to be getting no back points yet. Going to go off the edge of the mat. No points there. Still a 6-2 lead with 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. Seconds left to go. Little sit through, tilt. Nice job. Going to be getting back points here. 8 seconds left to go. 3 back points again. That'll put a 9-2 lead. Going into the end of the first period. Switches over to a tilt to the other side. A 9-2 lead going into the second period. Red defers. Dragons defer to the third period. Brule chooses down for the second period, or he chooses up. False start. I don't know who did a false start. I call a false start on the Dragons. I think both of them looked like they moved at the same time. I don't know if I would have called it on either one of them. Start of the second period, 9-2 lead for Brule. Brule's done a nice job of getting good leg control. Gonna get some back points on the edge of the mat again. He's gonna look to settle that down and see if he can get the pin on the edge of the mat with 1:15 left to go in the another 3-point near fall. 12-2 lead for Isaac. Minute 11 left to go in the second period. Nice sit out from Thompson, but Brule just sticks right with him. He's going to get arm control here. Tight waist with the chicken wing on the back, looks like. He'll probably do that rollover tilt again here in a second. .35 seconds left to go. 12-2 lead for Brule. There you go. Roll over tilt here. Two back points. 14-2 lead. 20 seconds left to go. Brule's looking for the inside cradle with 15 seconds left to go. He's going to try to get a pin here at the end of the second period. Thompson does a nice job of breaking the grip of Brule on the inside cradle. 3 seconds left to go here in the second period. 14-2 lead going into the third period for Brule. So the Waukee wrestler will choose, or the Jaguar or Johnston wrestler will choose top for the third period. False start again from the top wrestler. Second caution for him. Next caution will be a point for the Jaguars. Brule, nice job of getting to his feet. Shrugs him off. Gets a one for escape. 15-2 lead. Brule will be looking to get a We're looking to get a tech fall here. Got an inside cradle, a solid inside cradle. We'll go for a penny here. Minute 30 left to go, inside cradle. Brule's getting in a good position. He's going to try to get the pin here. If he keeps the pinning combination, he can still get the extra team point. But as soon as that hold breaks, it'll be a tech fall. So got an interesting quandary here. If Brule can use this inside cradle to get the pin or not. A minute 8 left to go here. Brule's being very patient with it. Broke the tech fall. It's a tech fall. That'll be a tech fall. 52 seconds left to go in the third period. Be an additional 5 points for the Jaguars. They'll put us up to a 17-4 lead. I'll be going into 145 with his brother Lucas Brule following it up. Looks like it'll be Carson Brown maybe for the Dragons up against Lucas Brule. Johnston coming in tonight with a couple of wrestlers either with injuries or sicknesses. Normally this would be Blackerby at this weight, Braden Blackerby, but Carson Brown's going to be filling in for him tonight. Brule with a nice takedown, 2-0, 140 left to go here in the first period. One escape, neutral. Two for a takedown again for Brule. 4-2 lead for him. You notice at home, Lucas was wearing a full face mask on this. Looks like he must have a slight injury to his face at some point here. So just out of precaution, they're wearing the face mask for the second match. Another 2 points for him. 55 seconds left to go here in the first period. He's got a deep chicken or arm bar here, trying to get some back points here. An eventual pin here with 45 seconds left to go. Brown's in a lot of trouble here on the edge of the mat. Brule doing a good job of relaxing, moving over to a different pinning combination. He's going to be in trouble with a pin here. There we go. 34 seconds left to go. 35 seconds left to go here in the first period. A pin for Lucas Brule. At 1:26 of the first period, pin for Brule. Put our team score up to 23-4. Going into 152, we'll have Jackson Annenson. Well, we'll see who's going to be wrestling. I'm not sure if that's Jackson or not here. We'll see who's going to be wrestling for the Jaguars here.
Now wrestling weight class 152 for the Dragons, Jacob Helgeson. And for the Jaguars,
Tyler Brennan for the Jaguars. Up against Jacob Helgeson. Quick takedown for the Dragons. And a quick escape for the Jaguars. 2-1 lead. We got some blood on the mat. Johnston wrestler taking an injury timeout. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Freedom Tire, for being with us all season long for both basketball, wrestling, soccer, all the sports. As well as Joe Bennett Homes and Real Estate. We love working with both buyers and sellers throughout the Des Moines area. We work relentlessly to ensure your expectations are exceeded and take great pride in working with you through every step of the buying or selling process. Thanks again to Joe Bennett Homes. Back in action here. Once again, the Jagan Wrestlers in the white, and then the Jaguar Wrestlers in the silver and black. Nice takedown from Helgeson again. 4-1 lead for him. Minute 30 left to go. Escape, let's have a back up at the neutral. 4-2 lead. Another takedown. 6-2. Another escape. 6-3. Another takedown. 8-3. Minute 5 left to go. 8-4 lead for Jacob Helgeson. .40 seconds left to go here in the first period. 8-4 lead for Helgeson. Nice little drag by at the edge of the mat. 2 points for Helgeson. Up to a 10-4 lead. 25 seconds left to go. More blood again, so we'll be a break in the match again. Once again, an opportunity to thank our sponsors, Freedom Tire and Joe Bennett Homes and Real Estate. Appreciate all their support in all sports over the course of the year. I was saying earlier, the Dragons are coming in -2 wrestlers. Blackerby was supposed to be wrestling at 145, strong wrestler for them, and also Kaya Fox at 170 will be replaced by, looks like Kale Moss will be moving up to 170, and we'll have a different wrestler in at 160 pounds. But we'll see as that gets a little bit closer to see how that materializes here. Jaguars in command of the lead at 23-4. Going into this match at 152. Tyler Brennan trying to stay in this match. 10-4 lead for Helgeson. 23 seconds left to go here in the first period. That's the end of the first period. 10-4 lead for Helgeson, Jacob Helgeson. Helgeson, a sophomore. Going into the second period. 10-4 lead. Helgeson chooses down second period. Good hand control gets out. 11-4 lead for Helgeson. Front headlock for Helgeson. Looking to spin around, get those legs covered up. Does a nice job of getting that leg covered. 2 more points for him. 13-4 lead for Dragons. Nice little sit through tilt there, but finally getting some back points. Got 2 back points for that. Puts us lead up to 15-4, 11-point lead. Jacob will be looking to get into a pinning combination here at the end of the match, so he doesn't get gets the extra team point for the Dragons. Another 2-point near fall, 17-4, 13-point lead. So he had to be working for that pinning combination here at the end of the second period with 30 seconds left to go. in order to gain that extra team point. Looks like he's going to be working an inside cradle. Nope, lets that go. Armbar across the back. Going to run that for 19 seconds left to go. He's going to need to get the pin here to keep those points there. Got 2 more back points. 10 seconds left to go. That's the end of the match. A 19-4 win for Jacob Helgeson. 5 extra points for the Dragons. It'll put our team score up to 23-9. Going into our match at 160. Helgeson with a tech fall. At 160, we'll have Ari Eltz up against.
Now wrestling with class 160 for the Dragons, Kale Moss. And for the Jaguars, Ari Ills.
Kale Moss for the Dragons and Ari Eltz for the Jaguars. Nice little sweep single for Moss. Eltz looking to use the edge of the mats and use that to his advantage with a whizzer on the side. Moss doing a good job of getting that leg all the way up there. Eltz doing a good job of being in a scramble position. Eltz trying to get that leg back. No points off the edge of the mat. 1:06 left to go here in the first period. Nice little arm drag into a single here. 50 seconds left to go. Eltz in there pretty good. Gets the 2 for a takedown. Nice job. Little arm drag, dropped right down out of that single and just got around the back. Great job from Eltz. 35 seconds left to go here in the first period. 2-0 lead for Eltz. Eltz puts in a leg on the far side. Half Nelson on the near side. We're looking to push that over hard. Got 25 seconds left to go to see if he gets a back points. In bad position, he's going to give up a reversal. 2 points for a reversal. 18 seconds left to go here. Just got a little bit too high on the pinning combination try. 2-2 lead, or 2-2 tie with 10 seconds left to go here in the first period. Looks like Moss is going to use the leg on the near side as well. Brings us into the first period. 2-2 tie between Eltz and Moss. It's a big match for the Dragons to get back into this meet. 23-9 lead for the Jaguars. They need to get back into the match with a win here at 160. Eltz has got a leg in, has got a strong half here again. He'll look to do a little bit better job than he did last time he had the same pinning combination. He's getting pretty high right now. Trying to get that half in. Moss did a great job of getting out of that precarious position there. Minute 10 left to go here in the second period. Eltz doing another great job again. Should be getting some back points here. Centennial bench is going crazy here, not getting any back points. There we go, getting some counts here, 2 counts already. $50 seconds left to go. If Eltz plays this right, he can settle back and get in a good position. Also opportunity to pin for Eltz. 45 seconds left to go. Match, 3:55 of the match in the first set. Logan with a nice takedown. Right, moves right into a crossface. He's going to be working a cradle here with 1:35 seconds left to go. Gets it locked in. Needs to be patient as he takes this over and starts to get the back points and can potentially work to a pin. There we go. Got the count happening. Got a knee. Needs to get that knee in the side. Knee goes in the side to stretch that shoulder down in there. 3 back points coming for Song already. 5-0 lead with 1:15 left to go here in the second period, or the first period. Another crossface for Song. Looks like he's just going to run that crossface this time, pull that arm all the way through. Steps through on the leg. Minute left to go. Song needs to be patient here as he works this pinning combination. Needs to settle down on this. 50 seconds left to go. 5-0 lead already. Nice job is transitioning over into that move. No back points there. Rolled through. Rolling under the arm. Get that arm bar up on the back. Now he'll work a crossface. Nope, he's going to go ahead and Haspin that on the far side. Kelly's going to be in trouble here. 20 seconds left to go. Pin for Logan Song. 19 seconds left to go here in the first period. Pin at 1:41. Commanding 35-9 lead for the Jaguars. Going into 182 with Zach English coming out up against Sam Zindel possibly here. We'll have to wait and see who we get out here, but it's going to be Zach English for the Jaguars. Yeah, I think we have Sam Zindel will be coming out for the Dragons. Got 5 pins so far for the Jaguars. I don't think we have Zach English out there right now. Looks like we have Brooke Keller out there for the Jaguars.
Class 182 for the Dragons, Sam Zindel, and for the Jaguars, Brooke Keller.
Keller gives up a quick takedown to Zindel. Kind of looking forward to that English-Zindel matchup there, but Coach Groh had different choices, different decision there. Bumped Brooke Keller down from 195 down into the 182 spot. Zindel's doing a good job of running with that half Nelson, but Keller's able to put his hip over on top of it and gets out of the position. Zindel's got a deep half right now. Keller's in trouble here on the edge of the mat. That's a pin at 52 seconds left to go here in the first period. Pin at 108 for the Dragons, Sam Zindel. That brings our team score up to 35-15. So it looks like Zach English and Brooks Keller just switched spots here for the 182 and the 195 spot. As English will be going up against Colby Gibbons for the Dragons. Gibbons, a sophomore, up against English, a senior. First 30 seconds. Already elapsed, 0-0 score. Dragons, with the team score the way it is, Dragons are going to have to make a move in these last 3 to 4 matches here in order to get back into this team aspect of it. But we got a scramble here at the on the mat here. Nobody's got any control. Holy cow! Just both wrestlers both hit the mat kind of at the same time, and could have gone either way, and it didn't go anyway. So they're back up to their feet. 0-0 tie. 55 seconds left to go here in the first period. Could have gone drastically different for either wrestler there, but they were able to just scramble their way out of it. English on a little drop-down single. Not very confident on that one. Still a 0-0 tie between Gibbons and English. .15 seconds left to go. 0-0. English and Gibbons. Brings us to the end of the first period. 0-0 score between the 195-pounders. Be Johnston's choice. He's going to defer to the third period. English will choose down for the second period. Got a false start from the Dragon. There'll be a warning. Another false start. It'll be a second false start. It'll be a false start on green this time. Coach has a question about how they're starting. So I think they're discussing this. The referee does a kind of a unique thing where he says set and then he blows the whistle, I think is what he says. And really he shouldn't be saying anything because they're going on the first indication of a sound. And I think that's kind of screwing everybody else. Everybody's growing frustrated with just the way that we're calling in the so this referee is saying, he's saying when he sets the wrestler, he's saying set, and then he blows the whistle. And it's not something that happens very often in these situations. So the wrestlers just have to adapt, though. You know, you know that that's going to be happening. It's your fault for not going with what the referee's doing. It's not like it's the first time everybody's heard it. So we're in the third or fourth match with this referee, and all right, so we got a one escape for the Jaguars. Back up to neutral position with 1:30 left to go here in the second period. Minute 10 left to go here in the second period. A 1-0 lead for English. 43 seconds left to go here in the second period. Little weak single attempt here by English. Neither wrestler just really wants to commit to anything here. Both just hand fighting and head fighting here. 30 seconds left to go. 1-0 lead for English on the only escape, the only points of the match here at the second period. It drops down for a little sweep single, but kind of thwarted there on the edge. They go off the edge of the mat, back into neutral position in the middle of the mat. Five seconds left to go. 1-0 lead for English. Guessing Gibbons is going to take the down position for the third period. We'll see what English can do for a ride here and see maybe he could ride him out the rest of the match here. But I'm guessing that we're going to be ending up in neutral position, and the first takedown is probably going to be go a long way to winning this match. There you go. Escape for Johnston. 1-1 tie. The time didn't start there, so about 9 seconds off there. Andy was right on top of it here. They should be at 149, not at 150, but they're 1 second off. But Andy was right on top of it. The timer here at the mat side was off a little bit. So 1-1. So 1-1. Everybody's on edge right now. Everybody's getting fired up about little things. I mean, it really doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. The wrestlers both know it's 1-1, but you want to get that fixed the next bracket. English with a great, oh my gosh, holy cow. English with a little duck under signal and a takedown almost right to the back for Zach English. He's obviously fired up here in the third period. Just a huge takedown from English there with 1:25 left to go here in the third period. 3-1 lead for Zach. Gibbons trying to get out, but Zach is just doing enough to stay in control. It'll be Gibbons still down in referee's position with 1:05 left to go. I imagine we're going to have some more fireworks before the end of this match. English is just doing what he can to hold on to it. Gives up the revert, or gives up the escape. Gibbons tries to go for a headlock and gives away at 2 points. 40 seconds left to go here in the third period. A big turn of events. I don't know why Gibbons just went for it all with that throw here. He had plenty of time to keep on working a takedown and maybe win the match at where that score was at. Now we're just sitting at 30 seconds, and English has got a good crossface here. If he just run that crossface, he probably could get some back points as well. Gibbons is obviously a little bit defeated here. 15 seconds left to go here in the third period. 5-2 lead for Zach English. Great job from him tonight, bumping up a weights, giving up at least 13 pounds, maybe depending on where Gibbons weighed in at. But potential 13 pounds with 2 seconds left to go. A 5-2 win for Zach English at 195 for the Jaguars. That'll add 3 points to the Jaguars to a 38-15 lead. The win with English puts our team score up to 38-15. Going into 220, we have Mitchell Greiner up against Mason Rothler, sophomore for the Dragons. Earlier tonight, Mitchell Greiner with a 9-1 win over the Waukee Waukee Warrior Andrew Hine. Greiner in on a double leg, moves over to a single. Good position, just got to stay on the edge of the mat here. Off the edge of the mat. Rothler did a nice job for defense. Greiner was in deep on that single in a good position, but Mason did a good job of getting out of that on the edge of the mat. They're back into the middle. 55 seconds left to go here in the first period. Just observation here, we got pretty good athletic 220-pounders here for, usually from what we see, these boys are both moving around the mat really athletically. Nice distance, long distance single. Little scramble here. Greiner should get a double or should get some points out of this. He's got a great position, he needs to get that arm out and get it around the waist, get those legs covered up. He's got 16 seconds left to get that takedown. Rothler's doing a good job of getting us into a bad position. 5 seconds left to go. Needs to get that arm across the waist. Stalemate with 1 second left to go here in the first period. Greiner with a great opportunity to get 2 points and just cannot complete the takedown. We'll move on to the beginning of the second period. It is 0-0 tie. Jaguars with a choice. Green will take down. Greiner will be down. Sit out from Greiner. Grammy roll from Greiner as well. Is up to his feet. He gets one for escape. 1-0 lead with 10 seconds into the second period for Greiner. Like to see him work that single again here in the second period. He did a nice job. Just needs to finish it here. Was in great position and there, he tried it there, just on not the right spot there, off the edge of the mat. We'll go back to the middle. Minute 35 left to go here in the first period, or the second period, sorry. Nice little takedown combination for Johnston there, and goes off the edge of the mat. The bench was kind of trying to get a stalling call for the Jaguar wrestler, but the referee just gave a little verbal warning. Front headlock for the Dragons off of a long distance single try for Greiner. Off the edge of the mat again. Still a 1-0 lead for Greiner off of the escape here in the second period. 25 seconds left to go here in the second period. Try for an ankle pick. Wasn't there. Little drag by. Wasn't there as well. 15 seconds left to go here in the second period. Nice single. Gonna pick that up. Greiner needs to get that arm out the side, get that waist covered. Rothler's gonna do a good job of not giving up the takedown again here at the end of the second period. They've ended up the same position in the first period and the second period with no takedown given by Rothler. They'll go into the third period with Rothler choosing down. 1-0 lead for Grider with his escape in the second period. Good pressure from Grider. Fight for hand control. Trying to break Rothler down. I look for a stalling call on Red here pretty quickly here. He's not doing anything. Oh, got a half Nelson on the near side. Crossface, working towards the cradle. Minute 10 left to go here in the third period. Can't get it locked up. Rothler does a nice job of getting out of that one. Still a 1-0 lead for Grider going the last 45 seconds of the match here. Rothler's got one of his legs there, but Grider's able to get it back. 35 seconds left to go. Grider trying to get that arm up on the back. 25 seconds left to go, trying to milk this 1-0 lead for a win. Only point on a escape in the second period. Rothler's in trouble here. Grider's going to turn him over. Back points with 15 seconds left to go. 3 points coming in. It should be a pin here for Grider. There we go. 8 seconds left to go in the match. Pin it. 5 minutes and 52 seconds for Grider. Great work by Grider in that match. Just stayed with it, was patient, and got a really tight pinning combination to turn over, get that 3 points at the end, and eventually got the pin with just that 8 seconds left to go in the match. Pin at 5:52 for Mitchell Grider over Mason Rothler. Puts the team score up to 44-13, going into 285. Got Max Dickinson for the Jaguars. I think that's Alex Flores for the Dragons. Flores, a senior, up against Dickinson, a sophomore. Oh, nice little ankle pick. If he could just get that up off the ground, but not able to. Flores does a good job of turning out that ankle pick and just putting pressure down on his foot and not giving up the pressure there. Uh-oh, Eris trying to go for a headlock here. Nobody really wants to commit to it. It'll be a takedown for Alex Flores, 2-0, with 40 seconds left to go here in the first period. Both wrestlers knew what was coming, and nobody just really wanted to commit to what it was. They kind of just fell down. Dickinson in a good position to get his 1 point here for neutral. Technical violation was called on that for pushing him off the edge of the mat. It's a unique, should have just given up the escape, honestly. But just there's a rule kind of a focus on the edge of the mat this year. They're going to call that very quickly on pushing people out the edge of the mat, and that's what he called on this situation. I don't really agree with the call, but should have given him a verbal warning. But That's the call he made, so we got a 2-1 lead for Flores still. With 15 seconds left to go here in the first period. That's the end of the first period, a 2-1 lead for Flores. Waukee or Johnston chooses to defer to the third period. Dickinson chooses to go down. Escape here for Max will tie the score up at 2-2. Flores has done a nice job to flatten Dickinson out here. Is going to work on near side half. Dickinson trying to get back up into base, but Flores doing a good job of flattening him out. Minute 25 left to go here in the second period. Flores trying to work a half Nelson. Got a deep half here on the edge of the mat with a minute left to go. Dickinson will want to get that shrugged off there. Flores in a high position if he can just get him shook off here, get a reversal or escape. Dickinson up to his base, going to try to come up now. He's up to his feet. Flores pulls it back down to the mat. 2-1 lead for Flores with 40 seconds left to go here in the second period. .25 seconds left to go. Dickinson will look to make a flurry here to see if he gets that single point to get it tied up with 20 seconds left to go here. A stalling call on top. Red wrestler. Johnston wrestler. Five seconds left to go. We'll go into the third period with Flores with a 2-1 lead. Well, Flores gets broke down here. Dickinson trying to work up to a half Nelson here. Two-to-one lead for Flores from Johnston going into this third period. Got a takedown in the first period and a penalty point given to Dickinson for pushing off the mats in that first period. Dickinson's got a decent half Nelson here. He's trying to put Flores over. He's going to get it rolled over. Looks like he's going for some back points and possibly a pin. 120 left to go, 125 left to go here. Almost getting some back points. Dickinson gets it rolled over. Flores is flat. It's a pin for Dickinson! .440 into the match. Third period pin for Dickinson. That was a big pin for the Jaguars. Holy cow. That puts the team score up to 50-15. And a forfeit at 106 for Kyle Vandermark. He didn't get a match tonight, had two forfeits. That puts the team score up to 56-15. Just a shellacking for the Jaguars over this higher ranked team, the Johnston Dragons, even though they're coming in with a little bit of a injured team in here. Got Chandrell Thompson up against Cody Vandermark. Should be a great match here to finalize our night here with our final match. Coming in at 113. Nice sweep single in there for Cody. Gets his 2 points, 2-0. Minute 30 left to go here in the first period. Cody working a crossface down, looking to get some back points here. Minute 10 left to go in the first period. Got a half a count there from the referee. Looking to get better positioning in here. Got his 5 count there, so with 3 points. I don't know what he's got. An interesting little positioning down here with the legs here that Cody's doing. I don't know if it's really going to help him that much, but he needs to get that leg out and just get settled down and get chest to chest here and get that pin with 40 seconds left to go. After the back points that's going to be given here, it'll be a 5-0 lead for Cody, but he's sticking with the same pinning combination, trying to get into a position where he can get a pin out of this. There he goes. Still needs to get that leg out, get chest to chest, get that weight up on the chest of Thompson. Thompson looks like he's going to get out of this period with 15 seconds left to go. 3 back points, 5-0 lead for Cody Vandermark. That brings us to the end of the first period. 5-0 lead for Cody Vandermark. Dragons defer. Cody chooses neutral. So 5-0 lead going into the second period. Cheerleaders doing a good job tonight for the Jaguars. Got a whole mess of cheerleaders over there. Thompson with a takedown. Minute 30 left to go here in the second period. 5-2 lead for Vandermark. Vandermark looking to shake him off the top here. Looking for a reversal. 2 for reversal, 7-2 lead. Jaguar cheerleaders here pounding the mat tonight, doing a great job. Johnston cheerleaders only brought 2 here. They're looking over at the 11-strong Jaguar cheerleading group there and highly outnumbered here tonight. Vandermark's looking for a pinning combination here again. 30 seconds left to go. He's going to want to get something tight here and hopefully get the pin. Going to get his 3 back points here. There we go. Settling down in chest to chest here, trying to get that pin here at the end of the second period. He's got 15 seconds left to go. He's settling down. That looks like a pin right there. It's got to be close. Got to be close. There we go. Pin. 7 seconds left to go here in the second period. That's a pin at 3 minutes and 53 seconds for Cody Vandermark. Puts the team score up to 56-15 in favor of the Jaguars. A great showing tonight for the Jaguars. I want to thank once again our sponsors, Freedom Tire and Joe Bennett Homes. At Bennett Home Real Estate, we love working with both buyers and sellers throughout the Des Moines area. We work relentlessly to ensure your expectations are exceeded and take great pride in working with you through every step of the buying or selling process. Once again, thanks for our sponsors. Great night tonight. Final score of 62-15. Sorry, I got a 56-15, but there was that forfeit as well. So great night for the Jaguars and both their duels, and Look forward to seeing you guys again next Thursday, I believe, for a match against, Tuesday for a match against Dowling here at Centennial as well. So we'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Andy, appreciate your time on there. We'll see you next time.
Winter sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Dickinson Fitness, the Ankeny Real Estate Group, Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, U.S. Cellular, Sinorama Ankeny, Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel, and Lincoln Savings Bank, member FDIC.